Hand Drawn Lips is recorded and produced on Kulin Nation lands.
We pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging.
Sovereignty was never ceded, always was, always will be.
Hand Drawn Lips.
Hey!
Hey!
Hi! Oh
Hi.
my god! We've done a scene change. We're sitting on my bed. Welcome to my bedroom.
Yeah, welcome to Hand Drawn Lips, more broadly.
Yes.
We're coming to you on a Saturday arvo. We're both a little hungover in a beautiful way.
I've never felt this way before, and it's how I know while I'm moving through life and I'm getting older.
The literal text conversation that we had this morning was, "How are you?" I am unfortunately dead in a ditch.
I couldn't feel my body.
That's not how I prefer you to be.
No, me neither.
No.
But that's just sort of how things go sometimes. I woke up because I was supposed to go to the Trans Youth March, and I was like, oh, I think I could potentially make it. I put a magnesium effervescent tablet in my water bottle, went to drink it, and was like, this is not going to be enough. I need to go back to bed because I slept 2 hours at that point.
Bitch, there's not enough magnesium in the world.
No, legit. Texting Greer being like, I think I'll be there in 30. Actually, no, I need to go to bed. I can't feel my arms and I think the cat is mad at me.
If you think someone's mad at you, go to sleep.
No, seriously. And if it's a cat, it's get a grip.
Now, we have a special guest who's sort of giggling off screen here. This is, long-time listeners of the pod will know, this is one of our greatest minds.
And by the way, our old logo was a pair of lips hand-drawn by Freja herself.
It's true. Please welcome
Freja.
Freja. I was sorry. I was about to give you a title, but I prefer to maybe let you... Welcome.
How do you choose to identify?
Yeah. Your skills.
Yeah. Well, I'm. What do you call me?
Well, I was going to call you an accomplished artist.
Well. Oh yeah.
One of the blondest ladies I know.
Yeah.
One of the.
If you went on, go take a trip in your mind to 2007. You're opening up Microsoft Word. You're going to clip art and you're searching Swedish woman. It's a photo of Freja.
Yeah.
That's what comes up.
Yes.
Former CEO, current director of the board of Chunky Jewelry.
Yes.
Yes. What does that mean?
That was sort of, that was kind of random.
That was almost offensive.
You are,
What?
you are the CEO, no, the managing director of Up Shopping.
Well, yes.
Yes.
I do love doing that. And you live right next to an op shop.
Yes, which by the way, I was walking home from the tram stop and it had been broken into. And I was like, why'd you break into there?
That's
There was
crazy.
glass everywhere. It almost got into my toe.
It's like stealing from Savers.
It is
What?
exactly like stealing from Savers in the sense that
If
it
not
was
worse. I
stealing
reckon.
from the Brotherhood St. Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have furniture there, just by the
Yes.
way?
I was
do.
like, should I go and grab that dining table? And I was like, I'm going to go.
It's always the best stuff that has a little sold sticker on it.
That's the thing.
And all that's left is the flesh colored Shaylong that someone's
There
grandma
is
died in.
always a wonderful selection of crystal.
Crystal.
Sort
What's
of
that?
the crystal glass
Oh,
stuff.
bowls and stuff.
bowls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but-
fuck
Again, that's
heavy with
so
that.
grandma's house.
No,
Wait,
I'm bringing
what?
it back. For
Yeah.
example, look at that thing that I have. This little
Beautiful. Like the small
Legit,
vase.
thank you.
Yeah. So
and
good.
then we have a crystal butter dish. Amen.
When it catches the light, does it dance?
Yes. No, thank you for asking. So when it does catch the light, it's oftentimes dancing.
It's
Yes.
dancing.
Which is divine. Freya, hey.
Hi.
Hi, oh
What's
my
up?
gosh.
Yay.
It is amazing to have you on pod. Wait, do you
Yeah.
have rapid fire questions?
Oh, yeah, I can probably come up with some
Wow.
amazing.
Oh
on
my
the spot.
God.
Slayer.
Wait. We're going to do Dappin's rapid fire questions.
Yeah, that's it.
Declan's
Declan's
rapid fire
Declan's rapid fire
Yeah.
questions.
Declan's rapid fire questions.
Yeah. That's it. That's the name. Don't wear it out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is a get to know you segment.
True. Okay.
It's sort of like we ask you
Awesome.
some rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
The rapid fire is sort of
Rapid fire.
it's exclusively to do with the speed at which I deliver the questions to you.
Okay.
It says nothing about how long you can take to answer them. So
Okay,
feel free to
cool.
turn it into a longer question.
Yeah.
Gaia, are you
Yeah.
going to Pride tomorrow?
Yes. Yes, I
Amazing.
am.
Do you have a fit?
No, I don't. I usually come up with my outfits when I wake up, so I
Mhm.
don't plan them ahead.
Mm. Because it's an intuitive process.
Which is the
Yes,
opposite,
yes.
by the way, of what Mark Zuckerberg does.
What does he do?
What?
I'm
What do you know about
I'm
Mark
like so
Zuckerberg?
gonna lose you both in this. Like, it's gonna be so boring, and you're gonna be like,
I
what
hate
does
that you brought his
Mark-
energy in
It's
here.
so sorry, but that's my rules. That thing where like it's like Mark Zuckerberg only wears one outfit to minimize decision fatigue in the mornings.
Yeah, shut
Anyway,
up. He
what a-
sucks.
what a
yeah,
moron.
I'm
boring.
sorry, closet Mark Zuckerberg fan. Apparently, I'm being framed as I'm being misrepresented on my own podcast.
Mark Zuckerberg is boring, not you.
Thank you.
That's what I
for
meant.
clarifying that.
Yeah, of course.
That's no problem.
Yeah, he's really boring, I reckon.
No,
I would
like,
not want to be his friend.
seriously.
And I hope he sees this. Mark Zuckerberg, I do not want to be your friend.
no,
If you're a
literally.
listener of the Hand Drawn Lips podcast.
Mark Zuckerberg, you nasty bitch.
Mark
Yeah,
Zuckerberg, if you send
boring
me a
ass
friend
bitch.
request on Facebook, I would decline it.
I bet
Yes, me
I
too.
bet your fucking pits stink.
No, like seriously. And I think that your hair looks like shit.
Yeah,
Seriously,
it does.
it's too curly.
It really looks like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This guy
even though,
fucking sucks.
yeah, like you had a glow up.
Billionaire.
Whatever.
You ever heard of a
Oh
perm?
my god, wait, I need to write something down. I have a question.
Yeah.
A rapid fire question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Player.
Oh.
You been dating recently?
A little bit, but nothing successful.
Mm.
It's just like hinge dates that don't really go anywhere, and it's usually me realizing after the third or fourth date that I don't really have anything in common.
Yeah,
them.
that's the thing.
And then I say, hey, I don't think we're a great fit, and then
And then they
ends.
usually go and shoot themselves.
yeah, I reckon.
Like gone too soon, but you can't be held responsible. And also you have an alibi and I can vouch for you. So like legit awesome.
What is
Yeah.
it about? I feel like maybe what you need then is something on the first date to immediately be like, do we have anything in common?
Yeah, but what is that? Do I like?
I reckon it's probably an interest, like a slightly dorky interest
Yeah.
that could maybe weed out some of the people who are like completely ideologically opposed. Like,
Yeah.
You know what it could be as simple as
well,
asking, what about you, when you answer a question?
Yeah.
I got really bad at doing that.
Yeah.
Like I was legit bad. They'd ask me a question, I'd be like, give the answer and be like, so yeah.
do you ever have someone ask, how are you? And then you just go, good, and continue.
It's like my
without
worst
your
fear
dog.
is that I'm doing that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely doing it.
Yeah. I feel
Well-
very conscious about asking the other person like the reciprocal question. Like they ask you a question and I talk on about it, and then I go like, oh no, I've been talking about myself for too long. I have to ask the other person.
It's
And then-
so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's this thing of like, oh my God, I've been talking about myself for so long, like I'm really selfish, but then it's like I want to talk about myself. So
It's hilarious. This is like
Okay.
horseshoe of like ultimately, or maybe this isn't horseshoe, it kind of is. It's coming to the same point ultimately of like having a
Yeah.
conversation.
That's just a circle.
That's just a circle. Oh, okay. I grew up with horses, so I'm sort of knowing about horseshoes.
Always.
Well,
flexing.
it's like a circle. That was like.
That was
again.
really good.
I can't do it.
Wait,
No,
that
on
was
its
so
own, like,
good.
then it's
Yeah.
fine. No, it's fine.
Cool. Okay.
It's like there's two ways to access a reciprocal conversation. Having mental maths in your mind of like, did I ask what about you?
Yeah.
And then like a genuine interest in the other
Yeah.
person's life.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you get to the same point.
Yeah.
So whatever
Yeah.
the internal experience is.
I
Yeah.
reckon, well, one thing you can, there's only so many what about yous before you just frankly run out of steam.
If someone's hot enough,
Right.
You
It's
can
like,
just
it's
sit
like
and
coal
be
in the
like-
fucking steam train.
yes,
Yes.
insofar as it powers it. Sorry, I'm not.
Yes,
I grew
yeah.
up with horses, not trains.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, they probably, I think by the time we were born, coal trains have been out.
No, legit. I went on Puffing Billy when I was 5.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
Which
electrified
is-
that line though. Did they not?
KMS.
Wait, Puffing Billy is not
What's
electrified?
Puffing Billy?
Isn't the whole thing about Puffing Billy that it's like a coal train?
Imagine the amount of CO2 that Puffing Billy spits
I
out.
reckon Puffing Billy is probably chill.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a steam train.
a steam
that
train
runs on-
could be alright.
No, but you have to understand, how are they heating up the water to make steam?
Shit.
Coal.
Fuck.
Obviously.
What if they were using like a big lighter?
I feel like if
No,
And
well,
a dream.
that would actually be oil.
What about the... oh,
Lighter
God,
fluid
maybe
is a-
they electrified it. It's actually being driven by a parade of Teslas.
yes,
Underneath.
yes.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. How else could you heat things up? Just like fire, like a firewood,
Yeah,
like
vibe.
wood. Yeah.
Heat things up.
Some
Ask
really
the
hot
steaming
people
question.
are in there.
Legit.
And they talk to the engine, and then it just starts.
The life force of someone
Of
with
a really hot
lot to do.
person.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
a hinge date with 2 sexy people happening inside
In
the
Puffing
engine
Billy.
of Puffing Billy. And that's why all the kids get to have fun and like hang their legs off the side and kick.
It was
kick,
such a
kick.
magical moment in my first 5 years. I'll never forget it. Wait, that's everything. That's
Yeah, there's
legit
sparks
everything.
flying inside.
Okay, well, speaking of hinge dates, should we jump into Diva of the Week?
My Diva of the Week
I
is
got, like,
really
7.
lame. Yeah. How about we just get mine out of the way and then you
Okay,
can tackle
I get
yours.
to talk about myself for a
My
little
Diva
bit.
of the Week is Nicole Kidman.
Amazing.
True.
Wait, sorry. Diva of the Week is the segment where
Yeah.
where we uplift a diva
from the
a week
and
and
explore
explore her.
that, but-
This Diva of the Week is Nicole Kidman in her
Cool.
star turn in the film Baby Girl.
Oh yeah.
Which I saw at the same cinema as you.
Yes, I know, but
By
you
the
were
way.
sitting so far away.
Like
from
3
me.
seats away, but on a different row.
It was really hilarious. I was trying to catch your eye, like, before the movie started, and you couldn't see me because we were so far away.
I think I
What's-
just wasn't
what's-
looking back.
Yeah.
Also, that's like a film you don't want to be.
Locking eye contact.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
legit. I'd be like, if I knew that someone I knew was in the same cinema as me watching Baby Girl,
Seriously.
I'd be like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. By which I mean leave the cinema.
Thank
completely.
God you weren't there to see me dry humping the chair.
Yeah,
serious.
true.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And like, I've been there. I've seen it. Not pretty.
They had Nicole
It's
Kidman
beautiful.
lying on the ground, crawling around on all fours, like, just doing crazy, crazy stuff.
Me when I'm looking for my earring.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
my
my
glasses. I can't see it on my glasses.
Yay.
She completely disappeared. She's one of Australia's greatest exports. Like,
Is
she
she
disappeared
Australian?
into the character.
Yeah.
Of course she's
Oh
Australian.
my god.
Even her
Sorry.
American
Oh my
accent kind
God.
of sounds Australian.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she can't.
Really?
100%.
one of
You
those
are
things.
gonna go on a. You're gonna watch an interview
Yeah.
later today with Nicole
Oh
Kidman,
my
and you are
God.
going to feel a very particular form of patriotism.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I really
My
can't wait.
next movie night will be an Australian Nicole Kidman movie.
Fuck yeah.
Guaranteed.
That's
Guaranteed.
everything.
Yeah, who's the other Australian actress?
The
Who's
other
famous?
Australian
There are a couple.
actress, Kate
No,
Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett.
That
That's who I'm
is
thinking of.
It.
Yeah.
That's in
Yeah.
her ilk. All right, that's my diva of the week. Did you want to get yours away before
I go on my
Freya absolutely
All of
steam
Freya's
trains?
7 divas. Yeah, so my diva is this girl Claire, who I met last night, who we were just like, I don't know. It's that thing of like when you've been around someone a lot but haven't been introduced. So we were like, oh, I feel like I've seen you around. Oh, I live with this person. Oh, true. Oh, you would have been at this. Like, oh, da da da. And then she was like, I won't lie to you. Like, I've stalked your Instagram before. And I was like, thank you. I've stalked your Instagram before. And it was just really refreshing to be honest about that.
Yeah.
It's a small city. I'm looking at people's Instagrams and being
Yeah.
like, what's your deal? And it was nice to just like have that out in the open.
Awesome.
God, it felt so liberating.
What are you doing to prevent the accidental like? What steps are you taking?
I'm so good at not doing that.
Stalk on the computer. That's
a
good.
really
That's
idea.
a really good one.
I like if I'm like deep stalking,
Yeah.
like I'm talking like 2021 photos I'm looking at.
Jesus.
I'm viewing comments. I'm looking through the
Cool.
tagged, and I will go into my activity, likes, and just double check that I haven't
Yep.
liked anything in the last.
Actually, the post to tagged post ratio says everything about how many friends you have.
Interesting new thing for me to think
Wow. Now I'm gonna feel insecure about that.
Yeah, because you ever like hang
Wow.
out with someone, it's all these like a very manicured profile, but they've only got 2 tagged photos in like 4 years.
But they could also like curate that as well. You can
about.
decide what
I
tag
curate
shows up.
mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I have so many Fuggo ones on my profile that I prefer to remove.
You know what happened recently? I had.
Aw, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
I should uplift myself a little bit more.
Yeah, let's take
Yeah.
a moment.
With Declan.
I had a photo that I uploaded with someone, and it was like a slide thing. There were 2 photos with this one person in it.
Yeah.
And then she texted me, this fucking genius. She was like, hey, can you remove my tag from the first photo and tag me on the second photo with me in it, because I look better and it look better in the grid when it shows up on my tagged
Right.
photos. And I was like, that is a level of insight into the experience of someone viewing your profile that I had never even
Wow.
considered.
I know, but
was
that's a
genius.
crazy request to make.
You just said some fucking crazy shit about the ratio. So I'm
No,
like,
but like,
don't worry about it.
hello, like that's crazy.
It's not a crazy request. It's practical. It's like, no, you know what? Like, if you're talking to a boy and you know he's gonna like check out your Instagram or whatever, you wanna do everything you can to
Image
put
is
your best foot
everything.
forward.
Cool. Yeah. I think I just don't think about that enough. Because I think it's just more of like
I can stand to think that a bit more.
True.
I could
But
stand to be more stressed out about my online presence.
yes, it's a bit scary to think about how you are perceived from the information on your internet, because on the internet, because I have Googled my own name, and it's
What comes up?
well, nowadays it's more of my art things that come up, which is very, very nice.
Swag.
But before, when I had TikTok for a very brief moment, there are some really embarrassing videos that come up.
Yeah.
Of you doing like front flips?
No, just like I'm not gonna talk about it
Yeah, don't
because
worry
I don't
about
want
it.
to talk
That's all
You
right.
know what? Like,
But,
that is your right, but we'll speak
but,
later.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more embarrassed I feel, and then if I don't think about it, I'll feel better.
When I was
Does
a
that make
kid,
sense?
I had an
Yeah.
ICANN has cheeseburger account. ICANN has cheeseburger. You get photos of dogs and cats, and you put captions on them in impact
I'm
font,
familiar.
and then it's like a social network. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was on it, and I was just churning out like hit after hit after hit. And then eventually one of them got like 100 likes or something like that. And that for me was like a moment of reckoning.
Yeah, that's
as
huge.
part of my online. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
I think what it was is it was a dog swimming,
Mm-hmm.
and my
Oh.
caption was pause. Like Jaws, but pause.
Oh my god.
Because it had a little shark fin, and it got 100
Oh, okay,
likes.
good, good, good.
So
They got
dumb.
100
I
likes.
did that for like a high school project as well.
Whoa.
Like a graphic
What?
design assignment, and I did pause, and I thought, I'm so funny. It's
Wait,
crazy.
you made that exact same
yeah,
joke?
yeah,
I think you might have done
yeah.
it first.
What year did you do it? Because I did it in 2018.
Well, I wouldn't know because I got so...
It would definitely have been before 2018.
Oh, yes.
I was like, hold on. Let's
Wait,
close
sorry,
that
you
loop.
did that in 2018? Yeah, no, I
Not
win.
I can ask you.
Yeah.
Was
I
it like a
win.
movie poster? Or like...
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like an
okay.
assignment, and
LOL.
damn, I'm late. God,
No,
late
but you guys were
bloomer, what
meant
do
to
you-
be friends.
You'll
Yeah.
never be me and my Apple's cheeseburger account. But I did get so, like, I couldn't sleep. I was so stressed out about, like, how is this going to affect my future career prospects, whatever, that I
That's-
scrapped everything. Any trace, any record of all the effort, years I put into ICANN has cheeseburger.
You built that from the ground up, then you burnt it down.
Seriously,
Honestly.
remains my greatest regret because I
I feel
feel
like
like
Drake must have a song about that.
Drake.
Yeah,
Probably.
about like
True.
Taylor Swift probably has a song about it. She
that
has a song
too.
about everything.
Yeah,
I was making.
Don't worry about it. Freya, your diva of the week. Actually, pause the hit film.
Pause. Yes.
So I can get my vape.
That's like a pure abandon. There's got to be a French word for this.
Yeah, it's Bonchler.
Bonchelet.
Yeah.
Bouchelet l'amour.
Bouchelet l'amour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The shake of the dog.
Is Bouchelet? I did French for 7 years, but I
It's-
still
it's
don't
shake.
know. Does it?
Bouchelet means to shake. L'amour is freedom. L'amour.
Yeah. I have it tattooed on my stomach.
Bouchelet l'amour.
Pour la
I
François.
would love to fact check you, but I can't.
Lule la
I'm
vivo.
lying.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
making all of this up.
Yeah.
La
see.
lula la lila lu.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So who are your divas?
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
just go down the line,
Not
please?
I love it.
Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Well,
6
we better get started.
So
there.
my first diva is my auntie Sam, who lives an hour outside.
Shout out
of-
Auntie Sam.
You have one chance.
Shout out Auntie
Full name.
Sam. I love
Auntie
you.
Zah.
Yeah. Zah, it's not Auntie Zah.
Tell me more about it.
Yeah.
Auntie Sam.
Auntie Sam. So my dad's sister,
Mhm.
and she lives an hour outside of Newcastle, and I just spent in Jan. I spent a few days with her there, and it was awesome. She made me feel less afraid of insects because she went up to me with a cricket the size of my hand and went, "Look how cute it is," and just shoved it up in my face.
Yep, and you have to be okay with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I was a city girl in a country house,
Yes.
and I just felt a bit embarrassed.
Uh-huh.
And
I
then
see.
by force, I had to be like, "Oh, cool,
No, that's it.
cool." Yeah.
Life will sort of send you a lesson in that way. And by the way,
Mm.
becoming like comfortable with bugs is like not something you can do on your own.
No.
It's usually something with a family member or a trusted friend
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah.
trusted bug.
or a trusted.
Yeah.
Well, trusted friend. Ultimately, like,
Well,
what's
yeah,
different?
same thing.
Everyone wants to be cottagecore until
Yeah,
the
until-
Christmas Beatles start
I've
kamikazeing on the screen door.
Yeah.
All I will say is that was never me. That was never me. I never wanted to be cottagecore that I
No,
know
me
of,
neither.
but like maybe.
Yeah,
I
you're
feel
sort
like
of wanting to become like a computer.
I want to,
Yes.
similar to the ending of the hit film Lucy
Yes.
in 2014, starring Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
I want to reach my final form, which is,
Yeah.
by the way, a
I'd be
USB.
happiest as a USB.
Legit. She like connects with like the like
The universe.
the
Yeah,
universe,
the
but in
knowledge
the
of the
form of
world.
like what, like a primate ancestor
Yeah.
who is also Lucy. It's like
Yeah.
her, and then it cuts to a monkey, and then like at some point she like becomes a USB. Fuck, that movie's so good.
I saw it like 3 months ago.
That's fucking awesome.
And I was like, it was me and my housemate Mithra, and we were gonna watch a movie, and there was some other like art house movie, and I went, wait, I really want to watch this film. It was Lucy, and then I was like, the Netflix description, I was like, this is really intriguing.
No, well that's the thing though.
I
Yeah.
watched it.
So she gets to use 100% of her brain.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
you right now.
Yeah.
By the
I-
way, widely disproven.
Yeah.
Lucy is the kind of film you watched with like you would watch
On a plane as fuck.
once on a plane as fuck, but I would say you
Yeah.
like watch it once in 2014 around then, and then the next time you see it again, it's a TikTok 20-part thing with an
Yeah.
AI voice of
Yeah.
the girl can use 100% of her brain. She zooms in on the phone call and can see the text transcript of the
She
conversation.
turns into a USB. The man is confused.
The man is confused. The monkey is happy. The monkey is her primordial something. I don't
And
know.
then it's some
Anyway.
like song, like Illuminati song in the background. Or there's this one specific song that's behind all of these like conspiracy.
Oh, do. Oh,
The X-Files thing? Is that what you would?
no.
I tried
It's so
hard.
vivid in my mind.
Do 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 do.
Do.
Yeah.
No, it's in the background of all of these conspiracy videos. It's the Adams Family intro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
They should put that music in on the back of those conspiracy videos, and then maybe like the boomers who fall for them would realize something's amiss. Like out of
Yeah.
inattention. Do.
Yeah. And they'll be like, wait a minute.
Wait a
And then break into dance.
Yeah, they could break into dance.
I would love to see someone break into dance.
All right,
who's
my
Auntie
second.
Sam?
It's my auntie.
We've been
My
here.
aunt.
But why is she your diva of the week?
Insect.
Because I got to live with her and we
Oh,
hung out all the time.
Okay, cut out that part where I forgot everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm on it.
So my second diva is when Declan and I were eating lunch. There was a woman who walked past us on Little Burke Street that had the word glamping on her shirt.
I saw it, but it just hits harder. It hits harder.
That's awesome.
Hearing you
That she
say
was
it like
walking there
that.
with her kids as well. Like they were obviously tourists. Like
Glamping.
it was so good. It's all these like these like photos from like China where they just have a bunch of English words
Yeah,
on them.
it's like that.
It was exactly that.
All day I work hard, but get no fucking money. It's a shirt I want so badly.
Every day I don't need sex because my boss glamp me every day.
Yes, exactly.
My thing about glamping is that it's such a disgusting sounding word.
My ex-boyfriend, years and years ago, his dad owned like a chain of glamping
Cool.
camps through South Korea. It's crazy. I went there.
Awesome.
It was like a full hotel room, but
Wow. But with like
in a tent. Like it
Cool.
looks like a yurt on the
Yacht?
outside. and you
Is that
go
a
in
yacht?
Like a normal room.
God, that's so fucking
Yurt's
cool.
like that, like Mongolian
Oh.
tent thing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, yurt.
Oh, yurt.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yurt.
It's like
yeah.
you laugh,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
So
Like
like,
yurt. Yeah.
For context, I'm ESL. So
Yes, true.
in the sense, you were born in the United States
know.
of America, the birthplace of English.
Oh, wait.
It's not true.
Speaking of that, there's a previous podcast episode where I'm reading through the notes on my phone and I go, hello, Cookie, why are you crumbling like this? And I'm reading it through on Pod being like, why did I write this down? Like,
I remember
what,
listening to that
what could-
going, I know exactly where you
what
got
could
that
that have
from.
been? And can you explain what it was?
Yeah, so I sent a text to Declan afterwards. So I had been explaining like pickup lines and I directly translated one from Swedish and it was that. It sounds way cheesier in Swedish, but it sounds fucked up in English.
What are you standing around here crumbling for?
Cookie.
Cookie.
Or like
Wait, can you say it in
biscuit.
Swedish?
Tjena kexet, vad står det här och smäller?
Oh my god! And I'm
That makes
like,
me
I'm
wanna kill
blushing.
myself.
I actually can, like, I can,
Whoa.
there is
Sending
like
love.
a cross-cultural,
Cringe.
cross-language. Yeah, it's like I
Yeah,
can kind of
you-
feel the cheese coming out of that.
Yeah, so I naturally go into a Stockholm accent when I say that.
Yeah.
I have a southern Swedish accent.
Mm.
I hate people from Stockholm, by the way.
No,
Not
okay.
true, but it's like kind of true.
It's like Sydney.
Yeah, it's like
like-
French people as well.
Real.
Yeah,
It's like
I
I'm sure
hate-
they're
yeah.
nice, but like
Yeah, I hate French people, but like some individuals I do like, but not many.
Yeah,
that's it.
I don't think we have any
Yeah.
Stockholm listeners, so I think you're good.
Awesome.
For now. For
Yeah.
now.
Finally, a safe place to
Yeah.
talk shit.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's it.
All right, next diva is my new boss. He
Amen.
I've had one trial shift at this job.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
but it was love at first sight.
Yeah. He sent me the text. He sent me a text the day after my trial shift saying,
Saying, I miss you, baby.
kind of. It was like,
Oh,
thank you for your time yesterday. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh my god!
He's like what, 60 something?
That's everything.
that is a little
Yeah.
desperate.
Yeah.
No, but I
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed it. Like, I'm the employee. Like,
I know. I know. And I actually did enjoy it. I
Yeah.
did not think I would enjoy a hospital job, but I do. I did. And I will.
Do and will. All three
Yeah.
tenses.
And my third one, I'm going to skip that one. Third one is my Chinese music ensemble teacher who keeps saying that I have a problem.
Is it clear what the problem is?
Yes, it's very clear. And it's also very clear that it's a language barrier.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I think it's very endearing, but he says it to me about 15 to 20 times a class. Each class is 2
Amazing.
hours. 2 hours. 12 hours.
Each class is 12 hours long. So about once an hour, he's like, you have a problem.
No, that is
You
a
have
problem.
a problem. But yeah, I think I've made one too many mistakes where he He said
See,
to
there's
one of
something
my
sinister
classmates-
about that as well.
Yeah.
Are you like,
many
take that? I
Yeah.
made one too many mistakes. He keeps saying I have a problem. He is my diva of the week.
This guy
So
is
I
your
hate
abuser.
myself.
No.
I don't. That
No,
was a joke.
good.
I don't. I
Good.
actually do.
I'll
like
never
myself.
let anyone
Yeah.
say that.
No.
But
Sorry,
the thing
that was
is,
a
he
bad joke.
keeps going, you have a problem, instead of actually articulating, like, you're out of time or something like that. He'll
Yeah,
just be like, "You have a problem."
it's very much a language barrier thing where he
Right.
probably wants to say more,
Mm.
but probably doesn't know how to, which is fair enough. But it's just that like, he did point. We had a mid-semester like thing last week, and we had to like translate like Western notes to Chinese notes and vice versa.
Mm.
And then afterwards, he was like, "Yeah, most of you did, really well, except you." And points at me and said, "You made 3 mistakes."
In front of the whole class.
And it was like, it's like 4 people in this class.
Cool.
It's so funny. And then like we're 2 people playing the instrument that I'm playing, and then he said to someone like, "Yeah, there's one that's better than the other."
Yeah. It's like, I get it.
Yeah, and it's like if I cared more about it, my feelings would be hurt. But I think it's really funny.
That is hilarious.
So I have enough distance to it where I don't feel like personally attacked by it.
That's heaven. Wait, that's a fantastic position to be in.
Yeah, but because I know I'm playing the Sheng, if any of you listeners know what it is.
Google
shame
it.
heads.
Yeah, no Sheng heads. Yeah,
Sure.
a Sheng is
A state of mind. Yeah, and the cat
yes,
treats.
that
please.
too.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. A Sheng is a mouth organ. A really cool instrument that
I already
has
got
been
one
around
of
for
those
3,000 years.
mouth organ.
Mouth.
That's what they call me.
Yeah.
Sex joke.
Cool.
Cool. So it's
Yeah.
actually like an instrument.
Yeah, your mouth is an instrument.
Which needs to be filled with boiling water to work.
Yes, it has to be filled with boiling. The second it gets cold, you can't play because it can break. And my teacher said that he needs about half a day to fix it again. He said
Did you
that.
break it?
No,
Okay.
no, I haven't played when it's cold, but you have to keep filling it up, which is interesting.
Ever since you told me about that, I've been thinking about it maybe twice a week.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
yeah.
it's been on
Good.
the mind.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
again,
this
like,
subject goes beyond me.
What
now?
That's it. I've learned a lot through
Yeah.
your subject.
Yeah.
What is the mechanism of that it breaks if there's cold water in it?
See, I haven't asked any questions. I've
It's not
I just
exactly
kind
a
of
safe space.
No.
to do that. So
Because if you asked a
not.
question, you'd
Yeah.
be like, you have a problem.
You have a problem.
We have a
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
literally like, oh, Freya's asking questions.
He does that sometimes. He goes like that whenever I do something wrong.
Fuck this dude, lol.
But he's
I'm-
very endearing. Like there's something I weirdly like him still. Like he, yeah.
You have
But-
Stockholm syndrome.
I
I've
have
been
Stockholm
there.
syndrome. Yes.
Yes.
You've been there?
Well, I'm addicted to a guy who's a little mean to me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I've been that
Not
too.
currently, not actively, but
No.
like in theory, it can happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
I've been there.
The royal eye.
Yeah.
The royal eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
People be like, I'm talking about the royal you. Like, what are you, a fucking princess?
Sure. Next you.
Anyway.
Yeah, this is gonna be my last diva because I had one that was like the cockroach roaming around my house, which is not that interesting. It's just a cockroach. But the last one is my best friend Maria
Mm.
from high school. She just cut. I showed you before. She
Mm.
just cut her fringe, and she has really curly hair, and it looks great. And she looks like an '80s diva.
Shout
And
out
she lives
Maria.
yeah, she lives in Berlin. Not that
Awesome.
crazy because she is German and I'm grown up in Sweden. It's not a Melbourne to Berlin pipeline.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
a different pipeline.
It's
She-
like moving to like
she,
Sydney.
yeah, exactly.
She's
and
unique.
she's from Germany as well. So
She is extremely unique.
yes, she deserves to be in Berlin.
These Melbourne,
many
to,
people
these
from
Melbourne
Melbourne
to
do.
Berlin people
Yeah.
do not deserve it.
It's the pipeline. If I had $1 for every person I met who was born in Toowoomba, moved to Brisbane, then to Melbourne, then to Berlin, I'd have
Yeah.
like $8.
Cool.
Yeah. Your diva was...
My best friend Maria, who lives in
Yes.
Berlin,
Shout
who
out, Maria.
deserves to live there, and I hope you both get the pleasure to meet her because she's very funny.
I hope so too.
I
Very
certainly hope
funny.
to. And by the way, you showed me the photo of her haircut, and it gives me so much joy to see someone do something to their hair and it like fits and it's
Yeah.
good for them.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't always happen to people.
I know.
No.
Some of
No.
us don't deserve it. Some
What?
of us do. Some of us
Everyone-
don't
Everyone
deserve it.
deserves a good haircut.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves to live in Fitzroy North and have good
Yes.
hair.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
All right, so our next segment, which I'm introducing, is called "Is This Anything?" This is just a sort of, it's like a community forum,
Yes.
like a democracy almost,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in ancient
It's the
Greece.
town square.
Greece mentioned,
What?
but
Ooh,
then
don't do that
the
again.
idea is that you can only say whether something is everything or nothing. And
Yeah.
we can't move on to the next one until we've all decided whether
And
it's
by the
everything
way,
or not
almost every
decided.
time we do this, we like forget. We'll like be talking about something. I'm like, wait, what was the idea? Wait,
Yeah.
is it anything or nothing? Wait, what?
Yeah.
But this time we're not gonna.
No, we're gonna be on
No.
top of it.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
My first idea that I'd like to bring, I know you've got a few, I know you've
Yeah.
got
Oh yeah, I've got some.
maybe. My first one is wearing your food. Cooking pasta, looking down at your white shirt that you foolishly wore, covered in pasta stains. Wearing your food, is that everything
I
or
think that's
nothing?
nothing.
it's
In the
What?
sense that it's a funny way to characterize it. I can't wait for you to get an ADHD diagnosis. It's like, it's crazy. It's like, where did I put my keys? Like, why am I covered in stains? Like, it all becomes clear.
The stains thing is like, I genuinely am taking so much care to not get stains on, but then sometimes like a piece of lasagna will fall off the fork. It's like a
Defy the laws
nuclear-
of physics and somehow end up on my shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, seriously.
Even this morning, like I can't remember what, like what. Oh yeah, we went to a noodle shop.
Did you spill?
I spilled.
What?
Look at that.
Mm.
I
What?
can't see anything.
How could you? All right, that's nothing. Let's
Well,
move
no,
on.
I think. What did Ed say? Like specifically.
My advice would be not to wear your food.
That's everything. That's everything.
Yeah, but
That's-
I of course
yeah.
I missed that crucial piece of advice when making lasagna.
The like idea of wearing your food. Obviously, no one wants to wear their food.
No.
Mhm.
The turn of phrase is everything to me.
Unless it's a meat dress that Lady Gaga wore in 2010.
Exactly. She wore her food, and I presume had a wonderful barbecue afterwards.
Well, oh, wow.
D-
Yeah.
Do you know what that was
No.
about though?
No.
Because I was on a Google hole about this.
Funny.
She was protesting "Don't ask, don't tell." Don't ask about my meat dress.
Don't.
Don't tell
I'm
about.
telling you
Don't tell me about my meat dress.
Interesting.
Right, true. It was the
That's
don't ask,
very
don't tell policy was a policy in the United States military where
Yeah.
you weren't allowed to ask or tell about your meat dress. It was better just kept under wraps.
Yes,
And
exactly.
she was protesting it by wearing a meat dress.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
You couldn't help but this is like how JFK Airport was JFK was named after JFK Airport. He said, "Ask not what you can do for your country. I am an airport."
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. That's not my joke. That's a TikTok.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right.
So good.
Would you like to do one?
I can do one.
All right.
This is not mine, but it's from Slavoj Žižek. He said this once.
Let's go.
Hello.
A realized fantasy is a nightmare.
Fantasy is a nightmare.
A realized fantasy is a nightmare.
Yeah.
A realized fantasy is a nightmare.
A fantasy that comes to life, that becomes real, is a nightmare.
I think it's nothing. I don't like Slavoj Žižek
Okay.
because he just sits and just
Sniffles.
talks.
Yeah.
Well, sniffle. Like I don't care that he talks weird. That's fine. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, whatever. like it's an accent. Cut that,
True,
basically.
yeah.
So like I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
No, my thing with Slavoj Žižek is like he'll be sitting there. He like sold out to so many like commercial bullshit. He did like like a Vanity Fair like questionnaire or some random shit. The thing where like it's the Google search results. And you, like peel off a thing. Like why is Slavoj Žižek doing that? It's like that's what Billie Eilish does or something. Anyway, but he'll sit there and just like explore the facts and the counterfactual, or like the counter arguments or whatever of any given topic, talk himself to death, and then boom, there's the video. And I just don't think, because he's always contradicting himself, and like that's fine, he's exploring the argument, but I don't think that like his takes are really that good. I think a realized fantasy is just that.
Really? Okay.
Achieving your dreams is something you should always strive for.
Well, yes.
Do you have any other clarity around why he's chosen to phrase it that way?
No. No, I don't.
I think there is something about...
I think if it's like more of a twisted fantasy that you have, that's like... that you feel a lot of shame around.
I'm such a Žižek hater. I'm like, he would have twisted fantasy. Like, he's all fucked up.
He's probably got disgusting fantasies.
I don't know.
But like, you were saying about catharsis, right? Like, I think potentially if I have an unrealistic expectation of what the catharsis of spending the last time ever at my childhood home is going to be like, then it would be kind of a nightmare to feel less than I anticipated. Yeah. But maybe what you have there is not so much a fantasy.
Well, it's like, it's the fantasy element, or I guess like in the sense of like the anticipation of something, but I think there's a way to access like fantasy and aspiration without, like with an approach to the anticipatory element that is like more neutral than like, this is going to be the best and everything will be better once XYZ happens. Actually, I've had this come up so much when I'm talking with friends through like giving advice or whatever. And they'll be like, yeah, I just feel like once I've got this, or once we do da-da-da, like once we do X, it will be B, kind of thing. And it's like, that's always a red flag.
Once we do xylophone, it will be Beyonce.
No, literally. Wait, like we have to cut that. Like it's like crucial context into a friend situation. That's like seriously, like OPSEC.
It's a twisted fantasy is one where you're assuming that everything's gonna work out once it's realized.
No, it's like you can have a fantasy about something and be like, I understand that there's this aspirational element, but still be open to it unfolding however it unfolds. And it's like, I don't know. There's a way to like avoid being pessimistic about every potential outcome. Sorry, I'm going into this mode again. I promise I'll be quick. There's like a way to avoid constantly expecting the worst, because if you expect the worst, then you'll be pleasantly surprised when things go okay or whatever, because the outcome of that is that you're constantly expecting the worst. Like that's no way to live, low-key. But then like to live in this sort of like idealized, like, oh, like things are gonna be amazing, like da-da-da, and then you're constantly disappointed. There is a middle ground. There's a way to actually be like, I'm open to whatever happening, because it's not necessarily about the destination, it's about the journey and the friends you make along the way. I think it's nothing.
Awesome.
I'm happy to concede that it's nothing to you.
Okay.
I give you your flowers.
This is huge. I'm going to make a reel of this.
Awesome.
Amen. Do you think there's anything?
I kind of wrote it down and didn't really think too much about it. But I think it's also kind of nothing as well. It's just the take that I heard online. And then I went,
Can explore that.
Yeah. Like, what do I think about it? Because, it might be true for some fantasies, I reckon. Yeah. But
like Zizek's.
Yeah.
Freak.
All right, I've got one. Or do you want to do one? All right. I was at a party last week and someone showed me a YouTube video. I'm
so sorry.
We were talking about history. I don't know how it came up. Someone was like, oh, there's this Vietnam War documentary I really, really like. It's like they're recreating scenes from the Vietnam War. I go, oh, cool. And then he unironically gets up his phone to show us the trailer. It was so LOL, like humiliating for that person to be showing.
Oh no.
So we agree it's nothing.
It's like
Yeah.
it's nothing, and it's like that genre of thing. It's like a coworker showing you a video you have to laugh at, and it's like David Dobrik or
My
something,
God.
Yeah. Oh, no.
which is foreshadowing my "Is This Anything" is coming up. But
Yeah.
or actually, I had to set a boundary with you last night because you wanted to play that FKA Northwest song,
Yeah.
and then you were like, "Oh my God, you guys have to listen to it," and I was like, we were waiting for a train,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm not gonna listen to it out of a
Yeah.
phone on the street.
Fair enough.
And I was
Fair
like,
enough.
sorry, it's just not
Especially my
happening.
phone as well. That's like
That's the thing. No, your phone
old.
is beautiful.
Yeah, it's old.
But your
though.
speakers are cracked.
They
Your
are
screen is
blown
cracked.
up.
We're gonna
Yeah.
listen to that after this, like
Yeah.
100%
Honestly, we
At one
listened to it on
point.
the train.
Yeah.
out of the phone speaker.
No.
Yeah.
Damn,
Out of
like
my
you are
headphones.
relentless.
Through one cracked
You have
out.
to listen to this
No,
song.
like
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
I think that's nothing.
Yeah, we agree that it's nothing.
Health advice on reels.
What are you talking about? Conspiracy health
General
advice?
health advice.
Interesting.
Skincare
That's like your
advice.
first interpretation.
Oh,
Health
100%.
advice.
Skincare,
Like doctors.
I was talking to someone about this last night.
Yeah.
Claire, actually. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know. We were talking about, she complimented my skin, which is very kind.
Mm.
And then I was like, oh, I did this like aloe vera, like sugar scrub thing.
Yeah.
She was like, oh my God, like when I was 17, I did a turmeric scrub on my face.
Oh,
And then had to take school photos the next day. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, did they fix up your shit? And they did. They color corrected for her, which was really kind. She was orange. But I was like, to try and like bring out, like, I don't know. I was like, oh, do I have a similar story? But like more recently than I care to admit, i.e., like within the last like 3 years. It was last week. No, this was like maybe 2 years ago. I saw a TikTok being like, olive oil face mask. Just straight up put olive oil on your face. And I was like, say no more, I'm on
Yeah.
it. And shit broke out for like a week.
Yeah.
Such a bad idea.
Awesome.
What health advice are you getting on Reels?
I'm getting like, this oil is good for you. This oil is bad for you. Canola oil is really inflammatory for your stomach.
You're
But then
like
this is like,
a week away from becoming Declan.
yeah,
It was too many of those.
yeah. But
Canola oil face
yeah,
mask.
That's it. No, you're being like actively like seed oil radicalized.
yeah, yeah. But and then one reel to another has opposing information. So I'm like, I don't know what to do about this.
That is the thing
So-
about like,
Yeah.
watching a TikTok to get
Yeah.
advice on anything or like a reel or whatever. It's like you watch one and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, let me see if I can get more info.
Yeah.
Completely opposing
Yeah.
idea, and it's like,
And
alright.
then I get the next video is it's like, yeah, this is a class thing. The rich want something to separate you from the rest. So they use oils, and now they're saying that vegetable oil is really bad so that they have something to separate themselves from. Anyway, and that's kind
Wow.
of like the different information that I'm getting of like, this one person says that fucking sunflower seed oil is bad, and then someone goes, no, it's actually doesn't matter, it's a class thing, and then someone goes, oh yeah, it's actually good for you, and then I'm like, what is
It's
true?
great. That's one of those things.
What
where,
is
like,
true?
You pull your head up from your phone, your eyes are crossed. Like, I need to throw out my grapes.
Yeah.
It's like, turn off your phone.
Yeah, turn off
Take
your
a
phone
break.
and you'll be fine. Yeah, that's
Oh, God bless.
my no, you go.
I just think. Wait, no, I'll leave it because I was gonna give it everything or nothing outcome, but you have more to say.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that my reels are very class conscious.
Oh,
There's a
that's
lot
good.
of class critique on
And
my reels.
Your
at the
algorithm
moment.
is a reflection of you.
Well, I hope so.
I think that's
Um,
nothing, ultimately.
Class
Health.
consciousness.
Wow.
Yeah, me going down in the class war.
Yeah.
No, I worked hospo.
Yeah.
But
no, health advice on reels
is nothing, because I just think they're so to
What?
be, when you the only way to generate engagement is to shock people, and the things that are truly shocking about health usually aren't true.
My one, I think it's nothing in general. Like, I would never. Oh my god, no. I saw a TikTok recently. Fuck, what was it? It was the most batshit advice ever. Trying to justify, actually, you shouldn't be eating that much food. It's like, it was like,
What?
you shouldn't eat protein or something. Like,
Yeah,
think
that-
about it. Like,
yeah.
your body's processing all of that energy. You're going to get tired.
Girl.
Or something. I was like watching that, and then the comments were like, oh, really good point. Like, and I was like,
shut up.
you guys are going to die.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
Eat.
I think it's nothing.
Yes.
Ultimately.
Yes.
That being said, I have like a particular dermatologist that I follow on TikTok, and she's everything.
Yeah.
So, but that's...
Yeah.
Which is a bird certified,
Yeah.
board certified dermatologist. So
Yeah.
no
A
worries.
bird certified her.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I
Seriously.
mean? No,
Yeah.
no, like for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me going to the bird certified dermatologist. So we're thinking we're going to replace your skin with feathers.
Okay, like awesome. That should do the trick.
Yeah.
No, we're honest.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I guess that would be good for my
So-
smile lines.
Speaking of birds, I have a
Hmm.
question. What is birds of a bird feather?
Yeah. You're there. You actually had it.
I'm so close. What does birds of a feather mean? Like
Um,
Billie Eilish's
People
song.
who are like one of a kind. Birds of a feather flock together, right? Is the full
Like the
saying.
same type of feather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So,
Birds of a feather.
We're birds of a feather because
It's
we're
like-
all culturally queer.
Yes.
Yes. It's like
Yes.
Except
like
Declan, he wears collared shirts.
That's true.
And shorts though, so it's confusing.
My last one, and then I'm going to bring up, and then we should call it because we've been going for a while.
True.
The Rye Carnival.
What's that?
So I went to, between the time of the last time we recorded this podcast, I went to a carnival in Rye, which is
In the Ninch?
in the Ninch,
Yeah.
the peninsula. And I get there, it's on its last days. It's the entire plot is like the size of a car park, but they managed to fit like 10 of those massive, like graffitied, like amusement park rides in there. All the people that work there were so dead-eyed.
Oh, no.
There was this one image which I can't get out of my head, which is this extremely old woman, like cataracts in her eyes, like holding a Minecraft sword, like a light up Minecraft sword, and she's like swaying it from side to side to like entice the children to come and buy the Minecraft sword.
No.
The whole thing was such a fucking nightmare. Like, I can't believe how me as a child or any child can be in that space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're in a different headspace when you are a child.
That's a
True.
good
Yes.
point.
Yeah.
You can't
I don't
really
think-
argue with
Yeah, I don't
True.
really think you think about workers' rights or anyone's will to be in a place when you're a child. You think, wow, shiny thing. It's really
Yeah,
fun.
but do you have a higher threshold for stimulation as a child? Maybe.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not necessarily being like, that's gonna make me sick. You're like, I want to spin around really fast.
Yeah. And then once
I
it makes
need
you
to.
sick, that's when you know you've had enough.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're actually like,
I was anticipating sickness from the moment I walked
because
in.
you've
Awesome.
learned the lessons in childhood.
Right.
So
that's
true.
And in that
it.
sense, it's
Yeah.
like low-key
So important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
important that you went to the right carnival.
Yeah.
They had dim sims.
Good.
You ever been served like 3 dim sims in a freezer bag,
Awesome.
and then they just squirt like some soy
Some
sauce
shit
in
on
there?
it, yeah.
Yeah.
But
They
like,
squirt some
did it
fucking
taste
shit
like
on it.
bomb.com? Like, was it delish?
I can't eat dim sims.
Oh,
It's just
no
the look of
worries
it.
then.
Isn't
Sucks.
it gluttonous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence why I can't eat it.
No, I
Is
just hate
gluttonous and gluttonous
different, but
gluttonous.
Well,
Glut-
glutinous actually sometimes means thick. Glutinous with an I. You're glutinous, baby.
glutinous, glutinous, and gluttonous.
Gluttonous.
Yeah.
True. True.
That's
And
it.
gluttonous is gluttony.
Yes,
Like being
Declan's
greedy.
glutton intolerant. Can't stand for it.
Yeah. I won't do
It's one
it.
of those 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
Exact. Never
Exactly.
can have too much of a good thing. Or the
Wait,
opposite,
if you're
I guess.
intolerant to
Yeah.
it, then You
This-
can't be gluttonous.
There was nothing else that I have to say about this topic.
Okay,
Cool.
well, I think it's everything that you want, just because it's funny as
Yeah.
fuck, but it's ultimately nothing in theory.
Yeah.
We went on a ride that spins around really, really fast because we gave a cash bribe to the guy at the
Awesome.
camper.
Which, by the way, was less cash than it cost.
Yeah, it was.
to-
We saved like $40. Literally,
Oh.
he
It was
just waved us
$60
on.
for X
It
amount
was
of people.
So swag.
The guy
Cool.
was like, "What did he say?" He was like, "I got 20. Like, chill, come with me."
yeah,
Paid less and got in.
yeah, yeah. So
crazy.
awesome. But I'm going around, and immediately it's like full body chills. Like I can't stabilize my breathing. I'm dizzy, and then it stops. I go, "Oh, that was awful," and then it starts spinning around backwards. It starts spinning around backwards, and the experience of it is so viscerally uncomfortable on every level that I just started screaming like, "Fuck! Fuck!" until it was over. And it was the worst, but I don't regret it.
A beautiful
I
day
don't
at the
regret
Rye Carnival.
Yeah.
Well, shall we call it?
it. Let's call it. Freya, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure and a gift and a joy
Awesome. Yeah.
all at the same time.
Oh, and
Yeah.
for you too?
Yeah,
or-
well, thanks for having me on. It's
Oh
been
my
a lot of
God.
fun.
Thank you for being an integral part of our podcast.
Awesome. I also want to say before we get off, I coined the term cheeseburger.
Yes.
So-
yes.
Face to the name.
Yes.
Um,
This is Freya.
Shout out.
Hey.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.